Hello ladies and gentlemen. Today's video I'm going to show you guys how to replace the serpentine belt on a Mazda Miata. Here in front of me we have a 2007 Mazda Miata. Let's see how much I could get away with one hand. Here is our old serpentine belt, and here is the new one. And this very minor sound is why we will be replacing the serpentine belt. You could take some regular water. You guys see how it goes away? There's your sign that it's the serpentine belt. Pouring a little bit of water on your serpentine belt will basically tell you if the serpentine belt is bad and needs replacement. If the sound wouldn't have went away, then it's most likely one of your pulleys, something bent, or maybe like a bearing inside a pulley. But since the sound went away, that means we need a new serpentine belt. Okay, so one way to do it is remove this battery. It'll give you a little bit more space. I'm doing it without removing the battery. So we have our alternator here, and right below it we have our tensioner pulley, and I am using a 14mm socket. And then essentially you just push down this way and it will release tension on the belt. You'll need two hands here. Release tension with one hand, and then with the other one slide off the belt. I got really big hands and I am able to get in there, so I think most people will be able to do this job without removing battery or, you know, like airbox or anything unnecessary. With my left hand I released the tension. With my right hand I slid off this belt just because it was the easiest one to reach. And now we could slowly remove the serpentine belt off all the pulleys. The old belt is on the outside, new one is clearly all kind of wrinkled up from the packaging. Size looks to be the same. If the new belt is a little bit smaller, that's okay, because remember, this belt stretches out over time. So this one might be just a little bit harder to put on. But now we basically go backwards. Hopefully you remembered how to, or how the belt was. If not, I'll throw a picture up here, the diagram. You could also refer to Google to see the belt diagram, and then just follow that to put it back together. So I'm doing this job at my lot. I don't have a lot of tools here because I don't typically work on cars here. But we need to release the tension quite a bit in order to get the new belt on. So I have crafted an extender, and this is a 5/8 socket. So we are going to put it on top of my wrench, and then in theory this should give us a lot more leverage. Even with this extension, I am like literally millimeter, 2 millimeters away, and I can't get it on. So I'm gonna try to remove this airbox assembly. So as you guys can see, I definitely have a lot more room to kind of work with it now. So I'm gonna try again. Well, ladies and gentlemen, after unfortunately a lot of struggle, the belt is on. So I had to remove this bracket right here and this safety terminal. So essentially I think the bracket sits like this in here. So I had to remove that just so it'd be a little bit easier, and ended up essentially putting the belt over through the bottom pulley right here, the free pulley. Yeah, I don't know if this is like the type of brand of belt, but I would not use it again. This satisfaction guarantee, I am highly unsatisfied. This was a lot more difficult than it should have been, but essentially I'm gonna put everything back together and we have a new serpentine belt. Look at that, guys, new belt is in. No funny noises. So honestly guys, I think if not for the unbelievably painful install of the belt, and I do kind of think it's the belt's fault, because even if it's, you know, like this much smaller than it needs to be, it is extremely difficult to get it on, and I think that was the case. It was something super minor, but in a job like this, minor is huge. So if not for the belt, this job is actually not too terrible. Again, I wouldn't use the belt that I just used. I'd probably go with, I don't know, Bando, something else. This was actually the quickest delivery, I had to the shop. That's why, you know, I used this belt. But now you guys saw how to do it. If you found this video helpful, please consider giving it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, please consider subscribing. See you guys in another video.